Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to the lecture. Today we are going to discuss assignment problem. Here, how to assign the given job to some workers on a one-to-one basis, so that the jobs are completed in the least time or at the least cost. After completion of the assignment, we can easily get the knowledge about jobs and works. Here it means allocation of the jobs to the workers in a company. We can learn from these assignment problems. Next, coming to the second one, here in this assignment problem we are going to handle the situations. Okay, for example, if we have a number of jobs, five number of jobs are there, but we have the scarcity in a human, scarcity in a labor, or scarcity in a workers. Those ideal situations we can easily solve by the help of assignment problems. Okay, just coming to the sales industry, there they are assigning the salesmen to the jobs by assigning the different zones or by assigning the different sales centers with the help of the assignment problem. Next, coming to the aerospace industry or aeroplanes, there we are going to scheduling the flights, or there we are going to scheduling the time between the two cities or two flights, or sometimes coming to the buses in RTC or whatever it may be, private sector, we are going to schedule the bus timings from one destination to another destination, or from origin to destination. We are going to schedule the times by the help of assignment problems. We can easily do it. Okay, next, coming to the algorithm, assignment algorithm. Here we have certain steps to solve the assignment problem. Here, coming to the first step, step 1. In this step, we are going to locate the elements in each row of the cost table. Now, it means if suppose we have the three demands, three jobs and three workers. Each worker, worker 1 perform the job 1 at 5 hours, 6 hours, 4 hours, 7, 10, 6, 8, 7, 3. If suppose these are the machining hours, it means worker 1 perform the job 1 at 5 hours. Next, worker 1 performed operations at job 2 is 6 hours, like that. These are the machining times. Okay. For every operation we are having some hour, some schedule, some timings we have for that. In this assignment problem, we are going to assign the jobs to the workers based on the situation and based on the conditions. It means based on the ideality. For example, if suppose here we completed the 5 hours at first job, we completed at 5th hour. Okay, then he started a second job at 6th minute or 6th minute. At the same time, we are going to check the feasibility. The machine is ideal or the machine is in busy. We have to check. Then based on that only, we are going to assigning the schedule. Here, simple in this algorithm, in this assignment algorithm, we can easily assign, and we can easily overcome the difficulties. It means here we have taken the smallest cost in this. We are going to solve this assignment problem. First, in step 1, we are taken the smallest cost from this row. We are going to identify the minimum row cost first. Then we are going to identify the minimum column costs. Minimum cost values and row values, not cost. Minimum cost value and minimum row value. Here, what is the minimum? The minimum value is 4, and here what is the minimum? 6, 3. Here also the minimum is 5, the minimum is 6, and the minimum is 3. Okay, in first step we have to identify the minimum values from this table. Here these are the machining hours. What we are doing in this step 1? Step 1 is locate the smallest cost elements in each row of the cost table. Now subtract this smallest element from each element in that row. As a result, there shall be at least 1 0 in each row of the new table. Okay. Here first we are identifying the minimum row values, then after we are identifying the minimum column values. After we are going to subtract the minimum value from that certain row and from that certain column. For example, if I take this is the minimum value at row, after subtracting this value what we get? 1 here, 2 here, 0 like this. Here 1 4 0 here 5 4 0. After row subtractions we get zeros at third column. Okay, here coming to the minimum value of column, after column subtraction this is the row subtraction. Here we did the row subtraction. Okay, next we are coming to the column subtraction. At column subtraction again we are going to do the column subtraction. Here what is the minimum value at first column? Here the first column minimum value is 5. Okay, here this is the step 1. At step 1 we have to identify the minimum row values. In that minimum row value we are identifying and we subtract that minimum value to that entire row. Next same, coming to the second table, second step, we have to identify the minimum column values. In this minimum, in this we have the minimum is 1 and here minimum is 2 and here minimum is 0. After this we are going to subtract this minimum values into that particular column. It means 1 minus 1 0. Here we get 0. Here also 0 4. Here 2 minus 2 0 2 2 0 0 0. These are the column subtractions. After column subtractions we get the table. This is the final table. Here we have each row and each column we have some zeros. Okay, second step is column subtraction we are doing. Then coming to the third row, here coming to the third table, here we have to draw the lines. We have to draw the lines. In this we are going to draw the lines based on the zeros. Okay, here after column subtraction we have the values is 0 0 0 0 2 0 4 2 0. Here we are going to draw the lines. Here we have one principle, one condition. First we are searching the zeros at rows. Here 3 zeros are there, so it is simply in this first we can take any one zero. It means initial 0 we can take. After taking the initial 0 we have to round it with the help of square box. Then we draw the one line through that cell. It means if we searching a row, there we have the 0, so simply we draw the vertical line. If we searching a column, there we have the 0, simply we draw the horizontal line. Okay, here we have the 0 at our row, so simply we take the vertical line. So it means it is a deleted cell, deleted row, deleted column. Next coming to the second row, here one 0 is there, but it is already deleted, so we don't want to take it into the problem. So we are searching another 0. Here we have another 0. Simply we take 0. This is the 0. After this we are going to delete this row. Next coming to the third row. Here there is no zeros. After completion of the row searching, we are going to the column searching. Coming to the column searching, here first column there is no zeros because it is already deleted. Coming to the second column, here we have 1 0, so we are going to take square in this cell. After marking this, we are going to draw the horizontal line. Why? Because here we are taking the vertical searching, vertical column searching, column searching we are taken. For that column searching we draw the horizontal lines. Okay, coming to the next, here there is no zeros. After this we are going to the step 5. Here if it reaches the optimality, no need to go for step 4 and step 5. Directly we go for the optimal solution. We are going to calculate the optimality. Okay, optimal solution. Here we have to check the optimality. It means we take the number of squares, number of assigned zero values. Here how many number of zeros are there? Assigned zeros. It means square zeros we have to consider. Here total 3 squared zeros are there. Then coming to the rows, how many number of rows are there? 3 rows are there. It is equal to 3. So directly we are going to the optimal solution. Why? Because here there is no degeneracy. Here there is no degeneracy. That's the reason we are going to find the optimal solution. If here we have the, if here we have any degeneracy, so simply we are going to resolve that. Here next, how we resolve that degeneracy means, here again we are taking this table, step 3 table, then we are going to take the unallocated row. It means undrawn line row or column we have to take. Here first row is deleted, it means it is already mark is there. Next second row there is no mark, so we can take this is we can tick it. Then third row we don't have any mark, any line, so simply we take that into a tick. Next coming to the column we have the line is there, so we don't want to take it. Next second, coming to the second, here there is no line, so simply we take tick mark. Then third, there is no line, there is a line, so we don't want to take that into the problem. So from this, in this ticked lines, ticked rows and ticked columns, we have to identify the minimum value. Here 2 is there, 2 minimum values are there. From this we can take any one, and we are going to subtract this value into that another ticked row or ticked column values. Okay, here unassigned values, it means here we have the 2. After here, if suppose here we have the 2 means after subtracting this, what we get? Subtracting this we get 0. Here also we get 0. So here 2 lines are there. When we have the no line, there we are going to subtract that minimum value. When we have a single line, simply we leave that as it is, we are going to take as it is value. When we have the 2 lines, there we are going to add that minimum value. Okay, I would like to mark the values here after lining operations. Okay, here first row, first column. What is there? Here 2 lines are crossed through this cell. So simply I am going to add 2 units here. Now here single line is there. So as is we are taken. Then here 2 lines are there. Again we are going to add 2 is here. Next here single line as is. Here single 4. Here no line means 2 minus 2 0. Here also no line means 2 minus 2 0. Here single line 0. Here single line 0. These are the new allocations. Okay, after this again we are going to take the row subtraction, rows etching, columns etching. Again we are going to draw the lines, and this process is repeated up to reaching the non-degeneracy. Okay, when we have the degeneracy, then we apply this. After this we are going to calculate the total cost value. Okay, here in our case, here itself we reach the optimality. So here directly we are going to calculate the optimal solution. Here how we are calculating the optimal solution? Based on the squares only we are going to take the optimal solution. Here first step we have the allocation. There we have some value, initial value. So we take that value plus second where we have the allocation, that value we are taken plus, if suppose I would like to assume x, y, next here we have z. These summation we are taken, and this is the optimal solution. This is our algorithm for assignment problem. Okay, I am going to explain the assignment problem by taking the example. Here we have some steps. Stepwise I am going to solve this problem. Initially they are given 4 workers and 4 jobs, and the job timings they are given. Okay, here we are going to take the total hours we are going to calculate from this table. Total job hours, total machining hours we are going to calculate in the industry in this table. Here what is the first step in an assignment problem? In a first step we have to identify the row minimum values. We have to identify the row minimum values. Here what are the row minimum values? The row minimum is, what is the row minimum here? It is 40, and here the row minimum is 42, and here the row minimum is 48, and here the row minimum is 41. Okay, this is our step 1. After identifying the row minimum values, we are going to subtract that row minimum value into that certain row, okay, including itself. If suppose here we have the 40, again we are going to subtract that minimum value including here also, okay, like this. After subtracting the row minimums, we are going to get the new table. We are getting the new table, that is here 45 is there initially. We are going to subtract 40 from this, so we get 5. Next here 0. Next here 51 minus 40, 8, sorry 9. 51 minus 40 is 11. Next 67 minus 40, that is 27. Next 57 minus 42, okay, here 15. Next 42 minus 42, 0. Next 63 minus 42, 21. Next here 55 minus 42, 13. Here 49 minus 48, 1. 52 minus 48, 4. Next here 0. Here 64 minus 48, 16. Okay, next fourth job, 41 minus 41, 0. Next 45 minus 41, 4. Next 60 minus 41, 19. Here 41 minus 55, it means 55 minus 41, 14. Okay, after row subtraction we obtain this table. Okay, here again we are going to identify the minimum values. It is step 2. We are going to identify the column minimum. Here what is the column minimum? Here 0. Next here also 0. Here also 0. Here the column minimum is 13. Okay, next we are going to take the column subtraction. Okay, here the column subtraction, first column we have the 0, so 5 minus 0 is 5, 15 minus 0, 15, there is no change, 1, 0. Here also minimum is 0, so there is no change. Here also 0, 0, 4, 4. Next here also 0, there is no change, 11, 21, 0, 19. Here we have the minimum is 13. Here also we are going to subtract 13 from each and every cell. 27 minus 13 is 14. Here 0. 16 minus 13, 3. 14 minus 13, 1. Okay, these are the, after column subtraction we get this table. Okay, now we are going to assign the, now we are going to identify the zeros and we are going to mark that 0. Okay, here coming to the row searching, step 3 we are doing the row searching. In row searching, first we have to identify the 0 in that particular row. Here we have 1 0, so simply we mark it by the square. Okay, after identifying the, after searching that row, after identifying the 0, simply we are going to that we are going to draw the line. Here we identified 0 at row searching, so particular that particular cell we are going to draw the vertical line. Okay, the line means it is a deleted column, we are not considering. Next, coming to the second row searching, here 2 zeros are there, already 1 0 is deleted. So simply we are going to assign another 0. After assigning, we are going to draw the line here. Okay. Next, coming to the third, here there is no line. So simply here only single 0 is there. Simply we assign 0. Then we draw the line. Okay. Next, fourth row. Here we have 0. So simply we draw line here. Okay. After completion of the row searching, we are going to the column searching. Coming to the column, first column, there is no 0. Any zeros are there? No, there is no 0. So coming to the second column, here we have already assigned zeros are there. So no need to take any assignment here in a column searching. Next, third, there is no 0. Fourth, here also there is no 0. Already row search, already zeros are identified in row searching itself. Now we are going to take the count of that rows, count of that allocations. Here how many zeros are assigned? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Here how many number of rows are there? 4. It reaches the optimality. So our optimal solution, we are going to find the optimal solution. Here how we calculate the optimal solution? By the help of this table, serial number. How many number of rows are there? 1, 2, 3. Not rows. How many number of assignments are there? 4 assignments are there. 4 allocations are there. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we are taking 4 allocations. At first job, first worker, which job he is going to perform? Otherwise you can take this is a worker, like this also. Worker job. Which job he is going to perform? Second job. So second job he is going to perform. Next, second table, second worker, which job he is going to perform? Next, job 2. Here worker 2 is working on job 2. So no, sorry, job 2, worker 2 is assigned job 4. Next, 3 at C, that is 3. Next, 4 at 1. Okay. Then the hours, optimal solution. This is our optimal solution. Here we have taken, these are the hours. At coming to the initial table, at job 2, how many number of hours are there? 40. Next, coming to the second, 2 to 4, how many number of hours are there? 55. Next, here how many number of hours are there? 48. Next, here how many number of hours are there? At 1, 41. Okay. Here the total cost is 9, 14. Here 184. The total hours are 184 hours for completing these 4 jobs by 4 mans. They are going to perform the operations at 184 hours. Okay. What we learn from this in this assignment problem? From this assignment problem, we are going to learn how to assign jobs to the workers. Okay. Next, here we can learn from this assignment, we can learn at the time of difficulty situations, for example scarcity, when we have the worker scarcity, simply we can solve that scarcity by the help of assignment problem. Next, traveling salesman problems, industry, we are having some salesmen, we are going to assign the routes for that traveler, for that salesman. Next, coming to the aeroplane schedulings, also we can do this this based on this assignment. Next, bus routes and bus timings also we can easily assign by the help of this assignment problem. Okay, thank you.